Right, we're all ready for off now. We're just waiting for Rob to come pick us up, and then we're off to airport. But it's a lovely morning, absolutely beautiful morning. There's a few of us going in car together up to the airport. It just saves on parking and train journeys. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Really big adventure. It's going to be all about the Lely equipment, around the factories and visit to the farms as well. So next stop, airport. So we've just got us gate 10. So we're just on his way for that now. Good morning, my barnyard buddies, and welcome back. Waking up this morning in Rotterdam. What a beautiful city. We've got a cracking sunrise just there behind me. Hotel's right here on the harbour, and that dark coloured building behind me, that's the actual hotel. But yeah, what a fun packed day, looking forward to it. First stop's Lely factory. Look around there to see how they put the robots together and all the barn equipment, and then onto one or two farms this afternoon after lunch. So it should be a good day, a really good day. So we've arrived at the Lely factory now. We're going to have a really good look around. They're going to take us in, but we can't film in there, so if I can find some stock footage, I'll put that on later. But they've got all the machines down the line here behind us. We can have a look at all the different models of different things and all the things they sort of make for the robotic system. And also Daisy's here as well, painted white, of course. They're normally a red cow, red and white. Of course, Daisy the cow. So we've got a Lely Vector. This is the feeding system. We'll see them all working later on at the farms. And these are just the show models in the office. There's Lely Pusher, silage pusher or feed pusher. We had one on demo. That's something we could do with investing in at some point. Of course, the new robot, that's the Lely A5 Plus now. Apparently they've got a new camera on the laser at the bottom, sort of internally at the bottom. So that's the new model. Like I said, we'll see them all working later on at the farm. And then the central unit, this operates this will have the milk jars in. And then the new scraper. Cordless charging now, which is quite unique. Service station goes over the black part at the top and then charges it up. And then a new design Discovery as well. Discovery is like the robotic scraper for a fully slatted floor. But this is the 120, or Collector 120 as it was known. So yeah, that's the sucker, the poo sucker.
Started, the milk yield was 6,200 each cow, a year production. Seller count was 500,000, or young stock was 4-year-old, not inseminated or no bull on it. Wow. Wow. So there was a lot to do with the cows also. Right now, last year, I have heard that you have not that much problems with the blue tongue, the mosquito sticks the cows. You have not that much problems in England, but in the European Union it was a very huge problem. But we have still reached the goal from 11,500 last year. July we were milking 4 liters a cow, or then we get the blue tongue in the stable. In the end of August we were on 21. So that was, so we are happy right now we are on 35 again, 34, 35 liters again. In the milk tank or the stable there's a little room. We will check there for feed quality here in Holland. So it's easy to clean, not that much products, but I will show it you there. Because from the 15th of June we have also the automatic milk filter there. So if you want, you can see it there. It's difficult to show everybody how it cleans with every washing program. But yeah, short explanation. In the past you have here to wash your milk robots every 8 hours for the milk factory. Or then the robot will automatically change to the number 2 filter, or then you have 8 hours to change the filter, the sock. Now we don't have to do anything at all because he will automatically clean the filter. then he starts milking in the same filter again. Or under or on top of the filter, there's two sensors. If there's between milking time a difference between the two sensors, he will also start automatically to clean the filter. So from you and I, we have never do anything at all with the filter, or it works very well. 4-point higher bricks now, because it's more careful maybe, or more clean or everything. We didn't change anything at all with the feeding plan from the fresh cows.
They've improved the buckets now. This is the milk for use buckets, and it does them individually into each bucket. The arm moves across on its own. It's a lot cleaner, a lot better idea is that. I'm quite impressed with that. It's yeah, a good idea, and obviously keep the flies out too. Trimming cows' feet's always awkward. You always wonder where you can store your foot trimming equipment. They've actually slung theirs up on the roof. Look at that. Just look at that. You can see through the wire, but I'll lift you up. That's the sort of feed kitchen, and it's marked out with squares on the floor. That's a grab. It's got a load of grass in it. It's mixing fresh grass, silage, maize, a little bit of all sorts of different feeds to the cows and different groups of animals as well. The heifers are getting something completely different. A little bit like his chart there, that's what his chart he uses for knowing where to put the feeds and programming the grabber, they call it, which has got a load of grass in it at the moment, which is ready to go in the feeder. Looks like a blend of silage and green grass. Possibly maize in there as well. But you can see the grass, obviously it's late autumn now, and grass is obviously past its best. But the quality of the feed, and they're mixing it all together. But they're just bringing maize in at the moment with wagons. This guy here is rolling it into the pit. It's fresh maize. Look at the size of that thing. And they've just had a load brought in an Arctic wagon. But it's a bit breezy today and it's blowing it all over, but it's fresh maize. And he's just rolling it in. It's quite a big, unique machine. The size of that. Specialist fork on the front with a flat plate so he can shovel the maize. Yeah, it's like flat on the front. So he can sort of scrape it in. Yeah, quite impressive piece of kit that. I assume the contractors that's doing it all and bringing it all in for him. But yeah, I'd love to grow maize, I really would. I don't know what it is. Some say it's beneficial. Our feed rep says, nah, you don't want to go down that route. Trouble is with us, we can't grow it very well and we've got to buy everything in, which is a shame. But yeah, I still love to have a go at maize and see what sort of real difference it makes. Because the cows always tell you the best ideas and what works and what doesn't. What they call ag bags, silage or some sort of feed inside the bags, and they just cut it off at one end and feed it. Ag bags. So basically what it does, it washes the slurry.
Yeah.
And it's the wash water that then they can put back on the land, which has got the nitrogen in, which then means they can put the solids back on the land without having to pay to take it away. I think that's right.
I don't know.
I think that's right.
We made a business plan in 2019, and then the milk price over here was already for years between 30 and 35 cents for a liter. Well, and then we started in 2020 and we had a business plan, and Corona came up and prices went up. So the costs are also very high now. But at the moment at the factory, the other 60% of our milk goes, it's around between 50 and 55 cents a liter, but I think we need it.
Yeah.
That'll be.
So in 2008, they start milking in that barn with three milking robots. The milking, that was the Laval, the Lely, what my parents probably choose for Lely. At the moment, I think there's a little bit more brands you could choose about. But this is planning, and we say to the supermarket, you have to sell it for that, but they decide by themselves what they sell it for. And then we went up with price, and they keep the same. And we were like, okay. And then we had to go down with price, and they went up. So yeah, well, you don't.
It's difficult.
I finished my school, so or I can take a job next to the farm, or well, I want to. We do about 40% of the inseminations with the good semen, and the rest is Belgian blue or Angus at the young stock.
How many litres of milk do you sell out of the order?
At the moment, it's 40% of 1.3 million. So 5 tons. 500,000, something like that. 550,000, something.
Interesting concept from this gent, the zero grazing, feed a little bit of maize, and the zero graze a little bit like we do as well. They've got a Grasstec 140, it's next size up for our model from ours is this one. The Grasstec 120 to the Torrit self-filling feeder. This is an interesting piece of kit. Fills itself up. You cut it out in a block then, but a very, very unique piece of kit is that, very unique. It's certainly not an option, it's an option, but different. I don't think I've ever seen one before. Interesting, proper family run farm, a little bit different. He's more traditional really, you know, more traditional area. They're still on Lely robots, but they have an orbiter. What they do, they actually process milk automatically through it's a Lely automated bottling system. I haven't just got a chance to look at that today, it's not working today, but I think we're going on a farm tomorrow which we'll get to see it working, which is quite interesting. So they actually makes the milk traceable right from bottle right back to the individual cow. So we're milking on two Lely robots in this non-traditional Dutch barn. It's a little bit different. And the pipe in the middle there, that's for the ventilation, blows fresh air over the cows. But they're feeding a blend of grass and maize, or zero graze grass and maize mixed in that Torrit, I assume. It's a good idea, it really is a good idea, because cows look well. The only thing is with keeping cows a long time into older cows, the rudders could get quite big, and it might make it difficult to milk on the robot. I don't know if you can see this lady behind me here, but she's just a new calved cow, and the teats are so close to the floor. I just wonder whether the robot can actually get on there. It'd be interesting to watch it, but the robot machine must be right on the floor. Oh, she's quite a size. 40% of the actual milk production of the cows is going to their own bottles and then distributing it out. What they find difficult though is talking and negotiating deals with supermarkets and shop chains and that sort of thing. I think they find that really difficult to do. But they're not doing too bad. 40% of the milk, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
This is the Vector, the M1, which is the original model, 14 years old, so it's good to see the longevity of the product and what it's doing. The new M2 next, with the new undercarriage and the new, the new free type augers, they are, much quicker and more efficient.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a good machine. They'd be a good investment if you set up right, I'm sure they are. They're quite an interesting farm, milking on 3 Lely robots and vector feeding, and obviously the orbiter milk processing equipment as well. So yeah, it's been quite a nice little visit, this one. Family run farm, and really nice family. They've showed us around lovely. It's nice to see these sort of things. Just about all Lely gear. It's a little bit older, some of the older models now, but the Vector's been, as James was saying, it's a 14-year-old machine. So it stood the test of time. It'll have fed a lot of cows, fed a lot of tonnage of silage. So yeah, nice setup, really nice setup. So a little bit like we do with Zero Graze at home, we use tractor and a machine. This is a Lely Exos. It's fully automatic, it's fully robotic. It comes out of the barn, it fills itself, and it collects grass for the cows, and then it goes directly back to the barn and it feeds them. Clever bit of kit, really is clever bit of kit. I think you need the land to go with it. Obviously we're here in Holland and it's flat, and I think it depends on your farm layout as well, but it's really impressive, really impressive. Finger bars, it's cutting the grass with old style finger bars underneath. Optimum length, they're about, looking at grass, probably about 5 inch of grass, somewhere around there. It's down to the protein levels and the dry matter in the grass. But we've got to just watch where we stand, as it'll tend to run us over. But no, seriously, it's got safety devices on as well. So if it monitors you in front, it actually stops. But very impressive bit of kit. Like I said, to use it on a hill farm, we'll ask the question about that, I think. From Lely, you're going to tell us a little bit about the Exos, the Zero Grazer, how it worked.
Yeah,
really,
so guys, I'm not going to stand here and be an expert on the Exos because it's a product that we don't have in the UK yet. But look, it's a fully autonomous zero grazing machine. So I suppose the big advantages are that it's able to bring in fresh grass. You're going to maximise I suppose the feed value of grass and be able to incorporate it into the barn, so hence reducing your feed costs. I think what's impressive when you look at this machine is not only is it running autonomously, so we don't have any workload, there's no labour requirement on that daily basis, which is probably one of the biggest ties of zero grazing, but also it's very light, it's 4-wheel drive, it has a scissor action on the cutting mechanism, so it's really important for the regrowth that we get a fast regrowth, so the scissor action seems to be proved to be the best way of actually cutting the grass for a fast regrowth. That's
against like a drum mower or a flail.
Yeah, I'm not going to stand it. I mean, I haven't seen the research papers, but from what the farm's saying and what we've seen, it's that seems
it's
to be
a better way. Scissor mowers like the old traditional scissor mower. Then, like on a combine, for example, so that's a scissor mower on the front. Right. Okay.
Yeah. And another part which I actually wasn't aware of, but the guys are actually applying a liquid fertiliser back on while the Exos is going round. So it's not only cutting, it's also reapplying the fertiliser. So the farm we're on is actually getting a 20-day rotation right across the paddock, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Especially this time of year, like we're standing at the end of September, and you know it is cooler, but yeah, it's very impressive the regrowth and what they've actually got on here.
Yeah, so the machine's actually doing 2 jobs. So it's putting back with the fertiliser what it's taken off.
Yeah.
Which is it's saving a job in itself, isn't it?
I think what's impressive here, look, we're in a big block of land here, and it is very flat. But this machine it's travelling up to 2.5 kilometres to its furthest field, so it's well able to go and travel further if your land is further outlying.
We're just keeping an eye on it. We didn't want to get run over. It's coming our way. It has to come our way.
It does have the centre on the front. So if we stand in front of it, it will.
If we stand it should go. There we go. So it's actually stopped now because we're stood in front of it. So safety feature, and then it's completely shut itself down as well. So what we'll do, if we get out of the way, it should start again. There we go.
We're off.
Just say it can travel. I think he said about 2 kilometres. He's using it for the distance it can travel to fetch grass at the moment. I know we're zero grazing at home. That's my favourite machine. But now I've got a new toy I want. Right, so that's your map on your phone. You can monitor where and how it's working. And can you also set it to do it a certain area if you wanted?
Yeah, I can change it.
To anything.
Because this is the field planning. So now it's on field 1A. and tomorrow or the day after, it will go to 6C, and that was the far waste field.
You've got a front camera and a back camera,
Yeah.
and you can see
Yeah.
what's going on. Oh wow! Yeah. So the question was asked there: how does it go on with people walking? And he's just saying a child and a young gentleman, or we're out walking and they're walking around the machine in the field.
Yeah.
So the cameras are worth it, aren't they? Yeah. We're just having a little bit of a laugh about it. It's quite impressive, really. It's just how to. The question was asked, what's it like on hillsides? We've just been talking about like that. Obviously, we're in West Yorkshire. What sort of ramp or incline can it climb? Is it something? You know, what's the degree? We'll try and find out the answer to that. What sort of hillside it can do, or what sort of incline it can climb. On our Yorkshire hillside, around the farm would work really well. You know, we're quite flat, but we have one or two ramps into a field, if you just understand what I mean. So there'd be considerations to make for something like that on our own system. But we have to trail 3 miles to collect grass as well, so it swings and roundabouts, I suppose. But like I said, here in Holland, it's you just look over my shoulder there all the way around. It's flat. It's very flat. These are the chargers for the excess. It comes in, it reverses in, and it plugs in. One's for the fertiliser that goes in one pipe, and then the other one's the electric charger. And these IBC tanks are the actual fertiliser that is pumped in liquid form, which is obviously doing both jobs. So after collecting the grass in the field, the excess is coming to the barn. It's driven down the line of cows, and it's monitored and seen whether it needs grass. And now it's actually emptying itself out and feeding grass directly to them on the elevator at the back, which is it's quite impressive because it can do it when grass needs it. I think he said it goes every 4 or 5 hours and cuts the grass regular, so the cows are actually getting maximum amount of energy and protein out of that grass, and there's very little loss indeed. What a fantastic day at the factory we've had. Unbelievable. Seeing all the new innovative ideas. Absolutely fascinating, and seeing how all the robots are put together, that is something special. Then after lunch we went on to Lely's own test bed farm, where they do all the testing for the actual robots and all the scrapers and all the barn equipment basically. They were thrown into that farm, and that's where they did the actual live testing. After a fantastic day on the farm, of course, it was back to the hotel for a freshen up, and they said they were going to take us to a restaurant which was 100 metres in the air. Yeah, 100 metres. Just look at this place. So 185 metres up, and we've got the full Rotterdam skyline. Incredible. It's a pleasure to watch it at the night as well. Really colourful with it's all lit up. I should imagine sunset's quite spectacular as well. But we've got it today, or this evening. We've had a lovely meal downstairs, some of our fish, and we've had steak, cracking meal in the restaurant, and panoramic views all the way around Rotterdam, and it's quite breathtaking actually. Our hotel is over there somewhere. Don't ask me where, but it's over in that direction. Or is it? No, maybe not. No, because we're not quite near the bridge. There's the bridge. I have a feeling we're sort of across to the left of the bridge over there. But it's what a sight! It's well worth a visit. 185 metres up, right to the top. They've got a skyline which goes up further. We're sitting. We're all freezing, to be honest. Temperatures dropped. We're down at about 16 degrees, and then the wind as well, making it feel really cool. But it's absolutely beautiful up here. Absolutely stunning, it really is. So the evening continued a little bit longer. We did go out for a few drinks afterwards to a place called the Ski Hut, Après Ski Hut in Rotterdam. Very unique place. We had a really good night out, and a lot of fun was had as well. By all, I think. I think everybody thoroughly enjoyed that. Going by my rough voice the day after, I think you'll sort of get the picture of it. if I've got a chance, I did borrow somebody's phone. I think it was Nick's phone. My phone had gone flat, so I borrowed Nick's phone. We did take a few pictures and a few video clips from that, but I think the safest option there is I'll blur the pictures out and I'll put it right at the end. Simple reason is what happens in Rotterdam probably has to stay in Rotterdam. Right, we're back in the airport now, so final leg home. It's been a fantastic trip. I can guarantee you something, other companies don't do it like Lely do. So hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back at home. I just feel as though I've got to jump in at this point and say a very, very big thank you to LC Longtown. That's Lely Centre Longtown. Quite honestly, a very, very special and unique trip. It gave us a lot of new ideas. We all came away absolutely buzzing, and the trip was so well organised. It was unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I don't think I've been on as a well organised trip ever. It was just stunning. If they run it again and they do offer the chance to actually go out to these farms and have a look around and try and get some new ideas, then please get in touch with the guys, get on a trip and go and have a look. It was worth every single minute, it really was. It was stunning all round. Company was fantastic. Everybody was on the same sheet, shall we say. We're all farmers together, all chatted. The group of people was, yeah, they were all fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and a lot of fun was, yeah, a lot of fun was had by all as well. And yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. I think. Once again, I'll put a few clips in now, right at the end. I'll try to protect the innocent. I think that's just about all I can say, really. It was a lot of fun, but it wasn't about going out and it wasn't about drinking. It wasn't a drinking tour. Please don't get this the wrong way. It was all about the farms, the cows, the equipment, and a stunning, absolutely stunning trip. It really was. So well organised. Once again, thanks Lely Longtown for putting that all together. If there's another one, put my name down for it. We can learn a lot from each other. Right guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.